Hello and welcome back to Chasing the Target. What a test match we have on the line right now. It looked like it was all Australia today, completely dominating. Nathan Lyon picking up 5 wickets, but then a partnership between Ashwin and Akshar Patel keeping India in the game. This still, I think Australia are favorites, but India, at least in the game right now, it was way out of reach. If you looked at halfway through the second session, it looked like it was all Australia. But I have with me Mr. Faistar. How are you doing, sir?
Man, what a day, huh? I mean, like I expected, the first session would be crucial, and we lost 4 wickets in the first session. Very shocked, and again, it was just dismissal after dismissals, man. Huh?
I wasn't shocked at all. I called this. I wasn't shocked at all.
I mean, actually, I said first hour is going to be crucial. 4 wicket जा सकते हैं उसमें, but the only thing is like, भाई कोई perform कर रहा है इसने. That is what I'm shocked. Like, and the way Pujara got out, the way again come at the man. He didn't come back again. So, but you did also call Virat Kohli. Standing still, he likes the challenge and stuff. But left-hander Koeman again won a left-hander
You
spin
think
against
that
him
was
again.
out? Virat Kohli got dismissal. You think that was out?
I mean, it looked like it hit the pad first and then like bat को जाके अटका. I felt it was out because the way they showed it with multiple angles, it's certainly you could see it hit the pad first and then bat में जाके फिर अटक गया बीच में. So I think it was out. I don't know. Again, everyone's gonna have a different perspective of that. But man, then again, double A, man, Akshar and Ashwin, another lovely partnership. And the best thing about Akshar Patel's innings is it's so easy for him to bat, man, on this pitch. Like, I don't know, he's just showing it without effort. कि भाई इतना आराम से मैं मार रहा हूँ ऑफ बैक फुट पे ड्राइव्स मार रहा हूँ ऑफ साइड पे मार रहा हूँ लेग साइड में आगे आके मार रहा हूँ छिक्के मार रहा हूँ and why is it so hard for like the top 5 batsmen of India and Australia to not be able to perform the stage?
They were saying that as the ball gets a bit softer, it becomes a bit easier, and the bowlers get tired. But it's not. I think it's a mixed combination of three, four things. More importantly, I think just the time that he has to play. He has. It just feels he has extra time. Only जब square cut भी मार रहा था, other batsmen were getting rushed when playing a square cut. He was playing. Even Ashwin got beaten a few times. Like, to be honest with you, but Akshar Patel,
Yeah.
it just looks like he has that fraction of a second compared to the other batters.
Ashwin looked a bit shaky when he came in. He needed time to like settle down, but then once he settled down, he got his head in the game. But Akshar throughout the match, man, throughout his innings, it just looked like he was in complete command of the bowling. He was not like even slightly hindered by the fact that it's a turning wicket or something. Yeah, probably there is one factor that the ball got very soft because once the new ball came in, that is when Australia came back into the picture. But even then, Australia, like again, field settings, they were sub करे बावजूद, they were able to find the gaps, and that's very commendable.
I mean, high class. And when you asked me yesterday, I told you it'll be that lower order because it's just,
Yeah.
and that's just from the pattern. If you see Indian cricket in the last few years, it's the middle lower order bailing them out. The top order has not been performing. Once again, KL Rahul disappointing, gone for 17 LBW. Again, like I don't have much to say. I said don't pick
I mean,
him,
see, I'm not going to say anything because see, this is the pitch was like that. Rohit Sharma got out within like 5 deliveries of that, and a beautiful ball to Rohit Sharma. I think that was a fantastic ball that he got bowled on, and Lyon was coming for like hungry
again,
to
Rohit
everybody.
Sharma, it was an amazing delivery, but KL Rahul, there was a gap between bat and thing. He should have got closer to the ball. There was a bit of a gap over there. Virat Kohli, you're saying that he's out, then okay, but he looked
I
really
felt it
good.
was out. How do
Yeah,
you
he
feel
looked.
it? How do you look at it? Yeah.
I was actually, what I wanted from him. I was seeing that, but then he
Yeah.
got out. So again, converting that start. But at least he looked like that this guy is there. He can play on these pitches. Pujara, disappointing 100 test match, getting out for a duck. That's very disappointing. Shreyas Iyer got really good catch.
Very good catch.
Yeah, overall, I think the top order has been disappointing again, and this is why the chase is going to be difficult. Anything above 150 is going to be a difficult chase because you can't always rely on Akshar Patel, Ashwin to bail you out. Mushkil रहेगा, right? Every single time for them to bail
And
you out.
this is what I wanted to ask or discuss today. I wanted to just get your opinion on this. What do you think the role of a wicketkeeper should be? I mean, see, KS Bharat has been good behind the stumps, but we have been, for lacking in a wicket-keeping batsman probably. And KS Bharat, like Ishan Kishan, and also apart from Rishabh Pant, but Rishabh Pant also had maybe not in Test, but in a one day and T20, he's been having a consistency problem. What do you see the role as a wicketkeeper? Is it just to actually just keep the wicket, or also does he need to, give a hand in the batting as well?
No, of course he does. But the thing is, your for first choice is not playing. That's the main thing you have. So you have to look at your, and you don't have a prepared. Unfortunately, you don't have a prepared second or third choice. KS Bharat hasn't played. In the 11 for India, like he's come in as a substitute or anything. This is like his first proper series, right? So you have to give him time. That's all I'm going to say. Like, it's just that you can't judge him just on this series because this is his first time playing for India properly. And yeah, of course, you need your keepers to bat,
But he
contribute with
knows
the.
these pitches. That's only my thing, that he knows these pitches. He's played
He
fair
knows
amount
because
of
he doesn't know the
runs.
opposition. He doesn't know Nathan Lyon. He doesn't
Yeah,
know,
maybe.
so you're playing international level now. So it's a different ball game. If you see, even Rishabh Pant, it took him time, right, to get to that level in Test cricket. उन्हें एकदम से नहीं शुरू करा. Like, it wasn't like
Because
from
the
ball.
shot he went after was just horrific. Like, why would you, like, he went to sweep it, and I know it got a top edge and stuff, but like, he's already got out like that in the last, I think, last test match where he gave a
But what
top
do you
edge
do?
something.
You don't have any other options. Ishan Kishan is struggling in wide ball also. Like, you don't have any options right now. And for me, it's just his first series, so I think it's fine. I'm not going to look at it like that. Like, you, of course, you want him to contribute with the bat. Magar, like, you right now, you don't have your first choice. You're backing somebody now. You back him to the end of the series and then see what happens, because you don't have a replacement to this guy as well. Ishan Kishan won't. Will he be able to do better? We don't know. If you want to take that risk, no problem. But at least this guy will give you with the gloves. He'll take your catches and stumpings and everything.
I think I would be interested in seeing Ishan Kishan in the next test. Just, I mean, gloves wise, yes, I'm not having any complaint with KS, but just maybe a left-hander kind of a difference. Maybe that's not going to be a very big difference because considering they're all attacking left-handers, but I would maybe want to just see a different keeper.
The
Maybe just
bigger
see if I can
concern
see
is
something in the ball.
Pujara
How
and
Ishan
Rahul.
Kishan performs.
Pujara and Rahul are bigger concerns because आप
Yeah,
वहां से आपको pressure build हो रहा. Like, I understand where you're coming from in terms of the keeping batsman, but your pressure is coming from there.
top.
Like,
Yeah.
the top. Whose goal is supposed to score runs? The top order is the one, like, that's their main goal. At least KS Bharat, he's contributing with the gloves. These guys,
Fifty
at least
percent of his profile, yeah. At least he's fulfilling 60 to
but just
50% of
make
it.
run. अगर आपके top order run नहीं बना रहे, that is your major concern. You have to first do that, and that's why you need to either you make changes or, yeah, I think that's like, in terms of Pujara, you just hope that he comes back into form, because अगर आपका one down or first drop or opener अगर नहीं मार रहे runs, तो फिर आपका problem यहाँ पे है.
अब इंटरेस्टिंग चीज ये है कि ये फर्स्ट और सेकंड टेस्ट के लिए ही स्क्वाड अनाउंस है. अब नेक्स्ट टेस्ट के लिए क्या करते, आई मीन विल दे मेक अ लॉट ऑफ चेंजेस फॉर द थर्ड एंड द फोर्थ टेस्ट, देखना पड़ेगा. आई मीन, एंड आई थिंक फॉर अ फैक्ट, I think KL Rahul should get dropped. And I'm pretty sure I'm still going to wait for that last innings of him. I'm not going to jump quick to the gun and, get shot in my bum. But I just going to give him one more innings.
Yeah,
That's probably
I've been calling for him to to be substituted. He should be, but I was just saying that, like, it's like now it's the management's call.
not me.
If
Yeah.
we're just going to keep battering him, it's not going to help. Like, it's the management who needs to take the call and drop him. But I have another perspective. India trailed by 1 run, right?
Yeah.
That no
I
ball
think
is going to come
one.
bite from the butt, bro. That no ball is going to come and bite you. That Jadeja would. Like, India would have had a 10-15 run lead, and that is my thing also. In the field, they have to be more, energetic. Like today, Australia counter-attacked beautifully. Travis Head came in, like Ibrahim Bhai said. Warner is out because of the concussion. I think it's that elbow
Concussion.
where he got
Yeah,
hit.
the elbow. It has a hairline fracture. Apparently, he has a hairline
Yeah.
fracture, which will
So,
heal in 6 weeks or something.
yeah.
Due to which he's, substituted by Renshaw.
So Travis Head came and they attacked like crazy, and then Labuschagne came and hit a couple of boundaries as well. So again, you can't let these free runs go. You have to attack. I expected them to pick up a few more wickets in that session, and I feel on pitches where your spinners are getting help, you have to be relentless and you have to be more disciplined. And no balls, ovals, and drop catches are going to cost you more than anything, because you've seen with the pitch, there's going to be a ball. Like Ashwin and Aksar were batting beautifully. You thought, bhai, in look 100 ka bhi lead le lein, the way they were batting. Magar ek ball and they were out. Like, and two fabulous catches, mind you. Ashwin
Pat
ka,
Cummins, yeah, and Pat Cummins का catch भी जबरदस्त था.
yeah. So 200 तक चेस कर सकती है इंडिया. देखो, हाँ, मेरे हिसाब से भाई 150 के ऊपर चैलेंजिंग होने वाला है. But 200 कर सकते हैं, but it's going to be close. It's going to be a difficult chase, because कल क्या दिन है? First day 3 है कल, नहीं?
4. हाँ, day 3. इंग्लैंड का 4 है, इसका day 3 है. Yeah.
हाँ, कल day 3 है, तो this is going to get worse and worse, deteriorate होने वाला है. But one thing which is there is that what I noticed when Aksar and Ashwin are batting, कि variable bounce नहीं है, but it's low bounce. So at least you can
slow bounce. Yeah.
Yeah, you can at least, yeah, the odd one will keep very low, but it's not like, ऊपर नीचे wicket नहीं है अभी. It's still, you
But
can
like
still.
something I was annoyed with Australia, I mean, if I'm not like I'm supporting Australia, and Mark also like he volumed that up saying that ke bhai tum log why like the fast bowlers are also bowling so like aare patak de rahe chale aare patak de, he's like just bowl a bouncer man, just bowl something. I know it's not going to bounce, just try something, like surprise the batsman. It's so monotonous, and obviously they at some point you sort of know what the bowler is going to come with, but you're not coming with anything new. I even thought like for 1 minute just bowl Labuschagne, bowl Smith man, क्या होने का है, like what's the worst, एक आध ओवर आपका खराब जाएगा, चलो डाल के तो देखो कि कुछ मिल रहा आपको पोजीशन है, because Lion एक लंबा स्पेल डाला, फिर उन्हें थक के बैठ गया, फिर Murphy, and they have the bowlers, I'm not saying that, but I would just like to see some kind of a spice. And usually we're seeing this that people that are bowling, they're consistently just bowling, and credit to Virat Kohli, he made the ball old, which helped Ashwin and Akshar, right? He खड़ा रहा 80-90 बॉल खड़ के सबको दम करके, एटलीस्ट दैट इज व्हाट हेल्प. अगर 4 विकेट के बाद कोहली पे चले आता, फिर झट क्योंकि बॉल फ्रेश ही था जब, बट I mean, it really helped what Kohli did to the ball in helping it make it all. But मेरे लिए man, Akshar Patel is now not like, you can't call him a tail ender, or you can't call him. He's a proper like. I see this guy scoring big runs, man, and Ashwin also reached 5,000 runs. बहुत बड़ी बात है यार.
Yeah, I mean, he's a proper all-rounder, and he said in the post-match, "Ki when I bat well, you can call me batting all-rounder. When I bowl well, you can call me bowling all-rounder. But I like to do both." And like Vinay also said this, "Ki like even if he doesn't contribute to the ball, you need his presence with the bat," and he showed that today. It was a very crucial innings. It keeps India in the game. From Australia's point of view, look, they only have Cummins in the fast bowling thing. Like उन्हें कितना try मारेंगा, जितना भी है, he's done. And the short ball that you mentioned, even they tried it on Shami, he played it easily. There is no like there's I don't think it's conducive to short ball bowling or anything like that. When the one thing that I would say from Australia, just what they did well is that they kept persisting. You could easily deflate it after that 100-run partnership and conceded a lead, but they made sure that they kept persisting. Their fielders were
हाँ,
alert. If it drop ho jate the one of those two catches,
हाँ.
then if India got a 50-run lead, it would have been game changing. So I think at least they persisted and they made sure they took their catches.
And Steve Smith again with a drop, man. What is wrong with this guy, man? He
Was that
has
a drop
lost
or
it.
just short?
It was a drop. It was
The
drop.
one at leg
The
slip
other,
or the one at slip?
yeah, the one in leg slip. The one
The
where he
one
was
at leg slip,
there.
yeah.
He
उसको
dropped it, man, and उसको चिंदिया कर दिया. Like क्या हो गया इसको? And his hand position, people were shocked because when you're feeling low रहता ना hand and your body is rounded and stuff. ऐसा है उन्हें. Like his thing is on halfway, and
yeah,
people
I
are
saw
like,
that.
why is this guy like ऐसा कहीं को फील्डिंग कर रहा भाई कि उन्हें उम्मीद ही नहीं उसके कैच आने वाली है, बट and reaction बहुत slow हो गया इसको हटा दो इधर से and stuff like that. But yeah, Steve Smith, and I think he dropped Ashwin, which was a very big thing at that time. And yeah, RCB have announced women's team captain. The announcement was done by Virat and Faf. Oh, Smriti is captain. Of course, Smriti is captain. रैंक टर्नर पे अब इंडिया को भी दिक्कत आ रही है. आई थिंक रैंक टर्नर पे से ज्यादा आई थिंक बस वो बैटिंग सस्टेन नहीं हो रही है इंडिया की. लाइक आई मीन
नहीं
आप देख लो
नहीं,
खेल बारिश.
बात सही है. अब देखो आप इतना लाइक एवरीवन वाज सो कॉन्फिडेंट पहले टेस्ट के बाद, भाई ये ऑस्ट्रेलियन टीम क्या करने वाले, कुछ नहीं कर सकती है, हार गया. मैं क्या बोला तुम्हारे को, वन लॉस एंड वन थिंग एंड थिंग्स विल चेंज, एंड दिस इज एग्जैक्टली व्हाट इज हैपनिंग. On turners, India will have problems. Like there are issues. Like you won't be able to completely dominate a match on a ranked turner. And now,
कैम्बल है.
yeah, and especially when you're batting last, it's going to be an extremely big challenge. If you're going to win this match, it's going to be very close. ऐसा नहीं है कि आप सुकून से चेस करेंगे. बहुत आपको दिक्कत तो आने वाली है, टर्नर पे ही आने वाली है. And yeah, like it's going to be tough. It's not going to be easy. So I agree, like India को
I
भी
mean,
दिक्कत.
दिक्कत तो आएगी, I'm not saying, but I'm still like confident in the ability of the bat, because we saw Rohit Sharma hit a century, we saw Virat Kohli play something today. But again, like अभी the best, like for Australia side, the confidence that Travis Head brought, अब देखो क्या जबरदस्त खेला है. Like I enjoyed the 38 whatever he made. I enjoyed his innings because he was aggressive, and he got runs quickly, and I think it was a blessing that Warner got injured.
Yeah, no, I agree that counter-attacking जो था वो session, it's turning the game in Australia's favor. It was an incredible session for them. If you the last half an hour completely changed the game in their favor. Now
62
will
runs,
India
who would have imagined on the last like nine, how many overs were it? 9, 10? 9 overs? 9
12
overs,
या 11
62 की 11 ओवर थे, 62 की लीड है भाई, 6 के रन रेट से मार रहे हैं आप ऑलमोस्ट. And like luckily Usman Khwaja hit a untimed shot and it went to good catch by Shreyas Iyer. But अगर उस्मान ख्वाजा भी रहता तो चिकट खड़े आते थे नॉट आउट पे.
Hmm.
एग्जैक्टली exactly. बिल्कुल सही बात है ये अंशुल भाई. तो टारगेट मिला अटैकिंग खेले जब चेस होगा, ये टुक टुक से नहीं होगा. आई थिंक ऑस्ट्रेलिया वो बात समझ चुकी है फ्रॉम द लास्ट टेस्ट कि टुक टुक के तो नहीं चलेगा. लैबुशेन भी थोड़ा बहुत एग्रेसिव दिख रहा था ये जितना भी सेशन बाकी था. एंड डेफिनेटली आई थिंक अटैकिंग माइंडसेट रखने से साइकोलॉजिकल एडवांटेज नहीं देना आप बॉलरों को ये मत बताओ कि हमें खेलना नहीं आ रहा. बाहर आके क्रीज से बाहर आके छिक्के मारो, ये करो. बॉलर को भी सोचने पे मजबूर कर दो कि भाई अब मैं क्या डालूं, इसको तो कुछ फर्क ही नहीं पड़ा. आई थिंक दैट इज द
मगर इसमें क्या होता मालूम, ओवर अटैकिंग भी कह तो
एग्जैक्टली.
जाते हैं आप, बिकॉज द बॉल इज टर्निंग. सो अगर आप देखो अक्षर एंड अश्विन, दे एक्चुअली डिफेंडेड वेरी वेल टुडे. You know, if you just see the highlights
या
package, then you'll see bhai counter attack kya shots khele ye wo. But in between those deliveries, there was proper well left, there was proper forward defense, backward defense, proper defending chal rahi thi. So you have to balance it out on this kind of pitch. If you're going to be too defensive and go into your shell, then of course you'll get out. If you're too attacking, you'll get out. Here you the way Ashwin and Aksar played is the template. You know, you have to mix it up. जब आपके zone में है ball, hit it. When it's not in your zone, relax. Like that's what you know, they did
एग्जैक्टली.
leave the ball as well. It's not like, you know, they played every single ball. They left the ball, they defended the ball. So you have to balance it. Have you seen the change on the format for men's IPL? So now you play the opposite group two times.
या
EG SH plays MI, DC, RR, LSG, KKR two times, and CSK. Oh,
you play the
so we,
opposite group two times.
yeah.
Oh,
So
this
बच
is
गए,
actually good.
बच गए.
But this is actually smart. This is actually smart
I
also. I mean,
how is, but this does not make sense to me.
I
Why
think it's
would
the
you
same
play
one as
your group once?
2022. I think it's the same one as 2022 मेरे हिसाब से. Last
नहीं
year का
भाई,
ही फॉर्मेट.
लास्ट ईयर मगर आप आपके ग्रुप से दो बार खेले, आप उल्टा बोल रहे हैं. आप दूसरे ग्रुप दो खेल रहे हैं, आपके ग्रुप एक मैच खेल रहे हैं.
मैं नहीं पढ़ा ये बात. I don't know opposite का है, but Ibrahim भाई can let us know कि
देखो
भाई
देखो
better क्या
आप
है. Yeah, I mean Ibrahim भाई if you can let us know for sure, because what I read last night was, I think it was similar, the same group what we talked yesterday. But I'm not sure. Maybe it could be opposite, because अगर opposite से खेल रहे then what's the point of having a group then, right?
या सलाम वालेकुम, वालेकुम सलाम भाई. अब तो
भाई अब तो नहीं. अरे आजम भाई नहीं, केएल राहुल का एक और इनिंग्स है भाई. मैं तो बोल के थक गया, लेकिन अब मैं उसके पीछे नहीं पड़ूंगा. अब सिलेक्शन वालों की चीज है. सिलेक्शन वालों को लेना है लो, नहीं लेना है नको लो, कुछ नहीं कर सकते भाई. वो अपन के हाथ में नहीं है अब. मैं अपन बोल के भी आदमी को शायद मुरझा दिए या खराब कर दिए. बट आई वुड डेफिनेटली जस्ट वेट ऑन वन मोर इनिंग्स. एंड आई थिंक अभी नेक्स्ट वाला टेस्ट का टीम तो अनाउंस हुआ नहीं है, क्योंकि थर्ड और फोर्थ का बताना है इंडिया को. तो उससे ये पूरा फर्स्ट एंड सेकंड टेस्ट को अच्छा डाइसेक्ट करके समझ के फिर आई थिंक टीम तैयार करेंगे मेरे हिसाब से. इंदौर में है, सो आई थिंक विल बी मोर डिफरेंट देन द लास्ट टू पिचेस.
अब तो खेलेगा वो. आई थिंक लाइक अब केएल राहुल has got enough matches. They will play Gill for sure. I think the management will take the call. मगर the thing is now it's like your whole top order that needs to improve as well. Like when you make that change, it's not going to make you win games. अगर आप
बिल्कुल.
चेंज तो करना है, मैं अग्री करता हूँ, चेंज तो करना है, मगर यू हैव टू लुक एट पुजारा, विराट कोहली, श्रेयस अय्यर. दीज गाइज हैव टू कंट्रीब्यूट, बिकॉज आप बार बार लोअर ऑर्डर पे प्रेशर डालने वाले हैं. It's going to cause problems. For example, like Virat Kohli got 30. Add 30 from Rahul, add 30 from Rohit, add 30 from Pujara. What is your lead? Your lead is like 80, 90 compared to like a one run. You're trailing by one run, a deficit of one run. So you have
मेरे
to. Your
हिसाब
batters
से
have to
मस्ती.
contribute.
Do you think, I mean, I know it's going to be far-fetched, but if they play Shubman at 5, and I mean, Shreyas is there, but just if they play Shubman at 5 and get Prithvi Shaw on the top just for his 375, would that make sense to you?
No. Prithvi Shaw, Prithvi Shaw is like in all these controversies, this, that, and everything. I think right now it's Shubman Gill is your backup
Yeah,
opener.
100%.
अगर आप
I'm
देख लो
just giving
live,
you a different thing.
no, I would just go with Shubman Gill as your
Prithvi
opener.
Shaw is playing baseball. Prithvi Shaw
But,
baseball खेल रहा अभी.
but I tell you something, I'm not 100% confident in Shubman Gill either, because these pitches are not that easy even for openers. So I'm not. And Shubman Gill has struggled in Indian conditions. He's actually done better away from home. So I would still give him a go and then see what happens, and then think Prithvi Shaw ko to like no, I don't think right now. KL Rahul ko
फिर कैसे लियो
जैसे क्यों
बोलो.
लिया है?
एक मिनट, यहाँ पे भी है चेतन शर्मा भी हार के भागा नहीं भाई, चोरी करके भागा उन्हें. उन्हें क्या बात कर आप सुने, आई डोंट थिंक आप सुने, बट उन्हें या टीम के खिलाफ बहुत ज्यादा एक स्टिंग ऑपरेशन में फंस गया, जैसा आज वो करते यूजुअली गर्लफ्रेंड्स अपने बॉयफ्रेंड्स पे करते हैं, वैसा चेतन शर्मा के ऊपर जी वाले कर दिए। तो उसको वहां पे पकड़ लिए। They changed it this year. They play oh my god, they changed it this year. Oh man, it's actually big news, man. But it smartly then constructed the groups, huh? Like all the good teams
Yes,
are on
it's
this
good
side.
now. उठा हो गया. It's
Now it's
जबरदस्त.
good, yeah. अब मजा आने वाली है भाई.
Beat Mumbai home and away. Kohli out turning a point ICC umpire की हर आना होगा वर्ल्ड कप में अंपायर इंपॉर्टेंट है आईसीसी को रूल चेंज करना होगा. देखो अगर आप देखें तो मुझे like 50-50 देख रहा है. If I see from the one point of view, it looked like it was Pat first. If you like closely look at it, and from Virat Kohli's point of view, he hit it first. It's a 50-50 call. I don't think you need to sweat. As a calls, it will level out in the end of the day. You're going to get calls in your favor, you're going to get calls against you. For example, ये जो नो बॉल का कॉल था T20 वर्ल्ड कप में जो कोहली के फेवर में गया, दैट वाज अ 50-50 कॉल. यहाँ पे 50-50 कॉल, इट वेंट अगेंस्ट हिम. सो दीस थिंग्स इवन आउट. Human errors
Hmm.
रहते, even if you have technology is not 100%. The technology is also reliant on human, right? Because कौन देख रहा है वो जो replay. What is a replay? A replay is basically a slowed down version.
Version of the actual live
So I
footage, yeah.
think, but who's making the call? It's still a human being who's making the call. So human errors will still persist even with technology. The technology is not saying straight away out, not out. It's the human looking at the technology, then he's giving the decision. So you will have these decisions in your favor sometimes, you'll have it against you. It will even out.
आई थिंक एक हिसाब से ये भी कर सकते हैं आप, जितना अगर लेट्स से फॉर एग्जांपल चलो रिप्ले देख के आप बता रहे भी और आपको समझ में नहीं आ रहा है एट फर्स्ट इंस्टेंस, आप नहीं देखते, आप दूसरे एंगल्स देखते, आप सब देखते, उसके बावजूद भी अगर आपके दिमाग में डाउट आ रहा है एज एन एम्पायर, देन आई थिंक come back to benefit of the doubt in the batsman favor and just not give it. But don't be like अरे मेरे को लग रहा but नहीं लग रहा and then give
नहीं,
it out.
मगर
That is
I
frustrating.
think he gave it with
I felt it was out because what I saw, I mean, I'll be very honest, I saw it hit the pad and then it went in the bat and जब जाके अटका बॉल, तो
but
पैड को
what you're
पहले
saying,
लगा in the first frame, in the first
that's
frame.
what you're saying. He did the same thing, but instead of benefit of the doubt, he did benefit of the doubt goes with the umpire. So he stood
Yeah,
with umpire's
Empire
call.
score.
So like that's also
Okay.
correct in his way.
Yeah, I
तो
mean, I
मेरे
guess.
हिसाब से उतना देखना, ये कॉल्स आप कभी आपके फेवर में रहेंगे, कभी नहीं रहेंगे. इट विल इवन आउट. यू विल गेट राइट एंड रॉन्ग डिसीजंस.
अरे भाई कहीं को बेचारे को जान दो, अभी अभी शादी हुई, कंकशन सब्स्टिट्यूट करा हुए थे. जियो सिनेमा कंफर्म्ड ऑन आईपीएल. जियो धन धनाधन. जियो खाली धन धन है उनका, या तो टीम से धन है या तो उधर से धन है, हर जगह धन धनाधन है मसला.
Free streaming, that's next level, man. It will
Yeah,
crash if it's free. It'll crash. But yeah, that's good.
बिकॉज इंटरनेट चलते रहेगा ना भाई, जियो के फोन पे जियो का इंटरनेट, जियो सिनेमा, पूरी प्लानिंग है भाई. मोटा भाई बाइंग लिवरपूल सुन. बट नहीं, आई मीन मजा तो आने वाली है भाई आईपीएल में. आई कांट वेट एंड नाउ द फॉर्मेट रिवर्सल्स और मेरे को एक्साइटमेंट हो रही. बट उसके बाद डे 3 मैन, ये बहुत ज्यादा टेंशन हो गया मेरे को. 62 रन की लीड आ गई, बट ऑस्ट्रेलिया के क्या स्ट्रेटजी रहेंगे? डू यू सी दैट? आई मीन Labuschagne and what's his name, Labuschagne and Travis Head are looking good on the pitch. How much are you expecting Australia to post a substantial target according to you on this pitch,
I think
given day
tomorrow,
3?
early on in the day, it will be tough to bat on. So they'll just have to continue to bat, like score runs, be counted high. If you lose your wicket in the process, that's fine. Look to score as much as you can. I think Australia will target that 250 if they can. If they can give India a target of 250, I think they're in good hands in this game. Again, they're off to a very good start, but I feel there is a collapse on tomorrow. India, once they get one wicket, then they need to go for it. They have to be attacking. They have to take every chance. आपको जब पहला विकेट मिल जाएगा, जब ये आप पार्टनरशिप ब्रेक करेंगे, उसके बाद आपको लगातार you have to be on your toes and take every single chance and try to get them all out for under 150. You have to try to do that. I know it's difficult right now because they're already towards 60 runs. Lekin it is possible. On this wicket, when you break through, you can go and line lag sakti hai batters ki.
Yeah, credit to Rohit Sharma, लेकिन he was trying to keep the temperament going. He was diving in the field as well, और उन्हें थोड़ा बहुत, he tried Akshar Patel also. He was trying different things. So I'm pretty sure they have that temperament. Also, what were your thoughts on Virat Kohli's reaction when he got chole bhature? Did you see that?
When he got what?
Chole Bhature. You didn't see
I
it?
didn't I didn't see that.
अरे he was talking to राहुल रावत से बात चल रही थी उसकी और एकदम कोई पीछे से आया इतना बड़ा डब्बे के साथ और अलग पूरियों का एक पेपर का वो दिखता है like how they wrap and give
Yeah.
and he's like yeah आ गया and then he's like oh तेरी and he slaps his hands and he's like अंदर रखो मैं आ रहा हूँ बोल के
He
it's like Chole Bhature is very famous there like biryani in Hyderabad.
Yeah, he mentioned in all his interviews that when he was used to go to the Nets as a kid, he used to always have chole bhature after things. So I think that's one of his favorite meals. But I don't know if he's gonna
No.
have it now. I don't know. He said
I'll send you the clip. I'll send you the clip. I
he
think
said
there's a clip of
he said he stopped like in his interviews, but that's his favorite meal. जब विराट पुजारा खेल रहे हैं फिर रहाणे की क्या गलती है उसको भी लेना चाहिए था। अब देखो आप सारे को नहीं खिला सकते, आप ड्रॉप करना पड़ेगा। अब देखो ये टाइम पे अब जो जैसा फैज चिराग भाई सब केएल राहुल के पीछे है, ये टाइम लास्ट ईयर सब रहाणे के पीछे थे। एग्जैक्टली द सेम पूरा प्रेशर इस पे था, ड्रॉप करो इन्हें खारा जगह अय्यर को खिलाओ उसको खिलाओ। अब उसको निकाल दिया तो वैसे ही निकाले। अब नेक्स्ट ईयर यही होगा, किसी और का फॉर्म नहीं चलेगा और सब बोलेंगे केएल राहुल को की क्या गलती थी। This is what's going to happen. So this is part and parcel of Indian cricket. When you're not in form, you'll have to drop players, right? रहाणे का गलती ये थी कि वो रन्स लगातार नहीं मार रहा था। Yes, he won you a crazy series in Australia. It was incredible. उन्हें वहां पे MCG पे सेंचुरी भी मारा, लेकिन उसके बाद उसके रन्स नहीं आ रहे थे बल्ले से। South Africa was the tipping point that series, and after that, yeah, even at
we had
home
a
in India,
decline. But recently भी अभी I think उन्हें 200 रन मारा I think in the first class format for Mumbai. But मेरा यही है कि भाई देखो this is obviously going to be there as a batsman also. You know
किधर
need to
खिलाते
understand.
आप रहाणे को अय्यर के जगह
Next
में,
la
किधर खिलाएंगे?
नहीं वही तो बोल रहा हूँ मैं you can't play everyone at the end of the day but also you have to realize as a batsman जो भी आप पोजीशन पे आ रहे हो कि आपको फाइट करना पड़ेगा. It's not like the old days कि भाई आपका जगह थोड़ी बहुत सेटल्ड है and like मुझे लगता पार्ट एंड पार्सल ऑफ द गेम है आपका. अब केएल राहुल का लोग वही बोल रहे एक सेंचुरी ऑस्ट्रेलिया में एक सेंचुरी इंग्लैंड में वैसा है बट कंसिस्टेंसी भी मांगते ना भाई. नहीं आपकी शक्ल पे जब दिख के आ रही कि
और
कॉन्फिडेंस शो
रहाणे
है
का
तब
यही
बोलते
फॉर्म
हैं.
था, ऐसी फॉर्म था उसका, लाइक जो राहुल का है वैसी था। सब लगातार हमारे व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में भी अगर याद है तो सब बोल रहे थे कि भाई
Yeah.
निकालो, दोनों को निकालो, पुजारा रहाणे को निकालो। तो दोनों को
बोल
निकाले
रहे
थे।
थे
पुजारा वेंट एंड बैटेड इन काउंटी, दैट्स व्हाई ही केम बैक, नहीं तो वो भी ड्रॉप हो गया था लास्ट ईयर। Anderson and Broder now the most successful bowling player going past one, and McGrath 1001 wickets. They are now on 1004 wickets and counting, man.
What
Yeah,
a spell, man. Stuart Broad. Uff, फोरे भाई स्टुअर्ट ब्रॉड का जो सेकंड इनिंग्स का स्पेल था टू न्यूजीलैंड. Did you see it?
yeah, I saw that. That was incredible. I'm more interested
Man.
in that game.
Yeah, no, man. Acha,
But
we'll go back to the start of the day. New Zealand came to out like it came to England came to bat. It was Stuart Broad and what's his name? Ben Duckett, I think, or someone on strike. Ollie Pope. And then भाई उधर से जो मारना शुरू करा ऑली पोप, उसके बाद बेन स्टोक्स, उसके बाद बेन फोक्स, उसके बाद हैरी ब्रूक. मैन एक के बाद एक 50 ठोक रहे, एक के बाद एक मार रहे हैं. भाई नेक्स्ट लेवल हिटिंग. आई एम प्रीटी श्योर अगर कोई भी नहीं देखे गो हेड एंड वॉच हाइलाइट्स. मजाक नहीं करूं आप. मतलब मैं बोला ये टेस्ट क्रिकेट नहीं है, ये ऐसा दोस्त हम लोग फ्राइडे को जाके खेलते थे वैसा सीन दिख रहा कि भाई सब लोग एक सैटरडे को वीकेंड पे मैच प्रैक्टिस है ये और खाली मार रहे हैं. जिस तरीके के शॉट्स मार रहे थे, दे गॉट इनटू 300 टोटल मैन. दे 331 क्या दे पोस्टेड लाइक
और
अ
मैं क्या
400
बोला
target.
आपको, जो रूट को he continued to play like that and he was successful. He scored a 50, man. Like of course, okay, he didn't get 100 yet, but he's bought into it. They've all bought into this concept of attacking
He
cricket.
got
That
out again on reverse sweep.
yeah, he doesn't care anymore. They don't
Yeah,
care about, and it's great because Joe Root is a proper technical test batter. If he's playing
yeah.
reverse sweeps in test, that means he is bought into this completely. Ben Stokes has him, by the hand. Like he's like put his hand on his head and said, "Bro, you got to play baseball." That's what they're doing right now.
And I
And
think one good thing I noticed out of this, मेरे को जो अच्छी दिख रही basketball की, and I mean I enjoy the game. Obviously तेज game हो रहा है and आप 3 दिन में wrap कर ले रहे 4 रहा है. Obviously on certain pitches वो नहीं चलेगा आपका basketball, on certain pitches चलेगा. But जो individual mentality है ना वो breakdown होती है. Like you will not play for yourself as for a Joe Root or
exactly.
someone, but you will play for the team and you will. Ben Fox की innings अगर आप लोग देखो भाई, the way he attacked man from the front foot, he just came and gave it back. Like I mean, it was a 38 runs, but he just looked so attacking. Harry Brook and like these
When
guys together. Sorry,
uh, Ben Fowkes is by the way, he's the best wicket keeper in England. Not
Yeah,
talking about batter. The reason why he doesn't
I know.
play is because there's Bairstow, there was Butler, and there was plenty of people ahead of him. But in terms of wicket keeping behind the stumps, he's the best wicket keeper out there. But his batting is not on the level of Bairstow and Butler. उस हिसाब से.
तीन लोग 100 मिलके नीचे 50s मारे, 150 वहां से आए नीचे। ऑली रॉबिन्सन आप देखो 39 रन्स मारा आके, एंड एवरीवन इज जस्ट स्मैशिंग इट। एंड क्राउड, बहुत ज्यादा क्राउड थी, आके धूप में लेट गए थे लोग, लेकिन इतना एंजॉय करे। बहुत जबरदस्त बैटिंग थी यार इंग्लैंड की। एंड 394 का टारगेट में 4-5 विकेट ऑलरेडी ब्रॉट, हाई बैक टू बैक विकेट जो लिया है।
फोक्स
द
का
पिंक फॉर
फोक्स का 30 पहला इनिंग में था, ये इनिंग में 50 मारा
या
उन्होंने
51 या 51 स्टोक्स का।
but the thing is, for me, like everyone, like a lot of people even on this podcast, and they're saying ki, like, thoda in test cricket you have to be responsible, this and that. They're saying screw it, we don't care about our wicket, we're just trying to score runs, we're trying to play for the team. You nailed it, right? You said ki they're not looking for their individual scores, and that's what they're doing. He's playing reverse sweeps, he's doing different things. Everybody, their most safest batter is taking like high level risks, and that just goes to show that and one loss away from you criticizing them, from the English media criticizing them, the Indian media everybody is going to criticize. They're one loss away still. But ye nahi bhul sakte aap, they have revolutionized cricket. I've not seen test cricket like this, and they've done it in England, they've done it in Pakistan, and they're doing it in New Zealand right now. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's incredible. Like, if you remember, what's the most memorable team in the history of cricket is Australia 2000, right? Like 99 to 2007, whatever you call though that Australia. But why? Because they won consistently, and I think that is what like Ben Stokes is saying, that you win consistently, you will be remembered. Individually, yes, you'll be remembered for things, but when being a part of a winning squad and being like potentially one of the highest scorers, there's a huge difference, right? आप इंडिविजुअल बोला हाँ भाई जबरदस्त खेला, बट तुम्हारी टीम क्या जीती? लाइक से रोनाल्डो वन सो मच या मेसी वन सो मच, बट उनकी टीम क्या जीती? एंड डेफिनेटली आई थिंक इट्स दिस tactic of baseball is giving you that कि भाई you play for the team, you win accolades, forget your individual thing, and just be a part of the best team ever in the history of cricket or test cricket.
The main thing is, and look, this is just my opinion, you don't it's not like facts or anything. These guys are very mentally strong. Ben Stokes took a break because of mental health is a real thing, it affects everybody, and he understood that he was having an issue. He took a break. He's also going through family issues. He came back. Now he is at the peak of his mental and physical strength, and he doesn't care what's happening, because look, one mistake and he's going to get bashed. But he doesn't care. He's taken that responsibility that you play, I'm going to think. What did he do today? He promoted folks. He went below. He's batting at 8 or something today, right? So he's bought in. He's created this idea. Everybody's bought into it. It's high risk. Tomorrow they might lose the next match, and they won't win the series, like in the next second test match, because playing this kind of cricket. But he won't care. He doesn't mind losing matches. People said कि आप Nokia Rabada को नहीं कर सकते baseball, and they got all out in that first test match. England lost at Lords against South Africa. They came back and they played the same cricket again, aggressive. Usko hi Rabada Nokia को उठा के मारे, and they went and won the series 2-1. So it's it's incredible, because you're going against everyone's beliefs, tradition, everything, and you're playing cricket like that. And just yesterday you were saying भाई रूट ऐसा क्यों खेल रहा, Vinay was saying क्यों खेल रहा, they said
100%. मेरे को क्या है देखो, for one aspect I really like it, I love it, but when I look at why मैं क्या देखता था, देखो, like at some point of time you also look at your olden days and you say कि भाई the pressure soak करके खेला, अरे यारो क्या strategize करा, innings क्या बचा लिया. मेरे को एक चीज है, as a cricketer I think always you should be situational, and that's what I like. When you play according to the situation, like when Surya was too aggressive unnecessarily, got out in the champion in the T20, I was annoyed because situation demand क्या कर रहा, वो हिसाब से खेलो, don't play.
But you're
like
not the
that's
only
what
guy
I
who
look at.
thinks like that, right? You're not the only guy who thinks like that. The commentary team, you think Nasir Hussain and Mike Atherton, who have been captain of the test team, they also think like that, right? Everyone says you have to play according to the situation, you have to play according to the pitch. You can't just go do baseball on a grass pitch. But what are they saying? They're saying screw you. We don't care. That's what's happening. You know what I mean? Because you're not the only guy with this opinion. I'm not pointing you out. It's everybody has this opinion. Tomorrow, if they do lose a test match, everybody is going to blame this technique, even and they're not.
And they had a very bad run in the one days. They have a very bad run right now, right?
Yeah,
And they're not.
yeah, they do. But and no one's going to look at these victories. But these are proper victories, man. They've done it on a road in Pakistan. They've done it on slightly training pitches in Pakistan. They've done it on swinging pitches in England. They've done it here, against New Zealand. So
न्यूजीलैंड
it's
इंडिया के बारे
incredible.
में इंडिया आके
Yeah,
करना पड़ेगा
इंडिया में आके करेंगे उन लोग, जब मौका मिलेगा दे विल ट्राई एंड डू. द थिंग इज ही सेइंग कि भाई हम लोग डिफेंसिव खेल के एनीवे हार रहे हैं. हम लोग इंडिया जाके डिफेंसिव खेले हार गए, हम लोग जाके वेस्ट इंडीज में ट्रेडिशनल खेले हार गए. तो व्हाई एटलीस्ट हैव फन. इफ यू गोइंग टू लूज, हैव फन एंड लूज. दैट्स व्हाट ही सेइंग. Because they've already played. Joe Root has scored double hundreds. If he played his normal way, इन्हें फिर से ठोकता था 150 आज. मगर he played into that into the team's culture, aggressive. He's starting the reverse sweeps. You think he could have scored 100 today? He would have if he played his thing. But then that might have slowed down the process. It might have not allowed them to get those many runs, and that target might have not been set.
Also, it has a lot of pressure आपके opposition पे, right? अगर आप भड़ मारे, because 3 लोग मिलके 150 मार दिए on a test match, and आपका ना अभी भी अगर मैं न्यूजीलैंड की तरफ से देख रहा हूँ, if they had not lost 5 wickets, day 3 है, 2 और दिन है, 394 बनाना है आपको, फिर भी आप सोच सकते हैं यहाँ पे 150 करके बनाएगा. 5 विकेट खा भी लिए आपके, भाई आप चले गए, आप technically have nothing to play for now, right? You're like finished your खबीश, and I think है अप्रोच में तो बहुत दम है. Only I would probably assess it after analyzing कितना win percentage क्या है and stuff like that, because you have to look at that thing, right? कि भाई
But so far
कितना
they played what, like 10
नहीं है,
tests,
कितना
and
क्या है,
they've only lost one.
one, yeah,
Yeah, and they've beaten India, they've beaten Pakistan, they've beaten New Zealand, and now they're beating New Zealand
and
again away. So
and they won the
it's a big
T20 World Cup.
percentage. Look, again against Ashes, mein, he's going to do the same thing. They might lose
Yeah.
the Ashes, but he's not going to stop. That's what I like. That's what I like. I like that, because देखो फैज, आप ट्रेडिशनल भी खेल के हार सकते हैं. इंडिया ये टेस्ट मैच हार गए तो we're going to blame Rahul, we're going to blame this, but it's traditional cricket. You're still going to lose. But they won also with traditional cricket. But he's saying, bhai, we're going to play like this, and this is not overnight. He's planned this properly. He's planned this properly. He's had proper meetings. They've had net sessions where they've had clear game plans and things. ऐसा नहीं है खाली उनला अंधा आके घुमा रहे बल्ला. नहीं, they know exactly what they're doing. It's a proper planned process. इंडिया को 1-2 साल से पंत बचा रहा है था, वो नहीं. पोल खुल गई इंडिया की सब टेस्ट सीरीज ले लो, इंग्लैंड एंड बांग्लादेश. अभी देखो, बात सही है, मगर आज भी अक्षर और अश्विन आपको बचा दिए, नहीं तो मैच खत्म था. एटलीस्ट अभी थोड़ा सा आपको उम्मीद है कि आप चेस कर सकते हैं. नहीं तो अगर आप 150 पे ऑल आउट हो गए और 100 रन की लीड आ गई थी ऑस्ट्रेलिया को, तो यू वुड हैव हैड द सेम इशू. सो द लोअर ऑर्डर इज बेलिंग यू आउट, वेदर दैट्स पंत और अश्विन और अक्षर पटेल. अगर आप देखिए वहां पे गैबा में भी फर्स्ट इनिंग्स कौन बचाए थे आपको? शार्दुल ठाकुर, वॉशिंगटन सुंदर बचाए थे. नहीं तो वो मैच भी गया था. आप like instead of 400 you'll be chasing 600. So it's always the lower order जो बचा रही हैं आपको in the last 2-3 years.
But why is it that it's so easy for the lower order batsmen to bat rather than the top 4?
There's two things to it. Like one thing is the ball is getting older and they're getting fatigued. But the other thing is your top order batters are not good enough right now. They're not playing they're making mistakes. They're making errors. How did Virat Kohli get it out in the last test match, bro? Down the leg side.
Down the leg side, yeah.
So, if you're going to give a wicket like that, then of course, and it's not just the newborn thing. Your top order is making mistakes. That's why your lower order is actually in form. They're playing, they're practicing well. They're not making errors, and they're playing proper cricketing shots. Your top order is not in form.
And I think if you look at it, Akshar, Ashwin, both of these guys took breaks before this tournament. Ashwin was already in a break. Akshar took a break just before this.
He got married. That's why.
Yeah, I mean, so even you understand how much break you require. I think वो हिसाब से भी सोचना maybe.
No, I think
but KL Rahul took a break. It didn't work. You can counter me with that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I'm not saying कि भाई new ball है इसलिए out हो रहे. नहीं, that's not my thing. अगर आप अक्षर पटेल से open कराओ, he will probably get more runs right now. If he bats in Kohli's position, he might get more runs right now, because they're not making those mistakes. They're not making those mistakes.
खेल रहा है रो, उससे मेरे को like left hander and just quality of that square cut, quality of, and it's like you said, इतना time लग रहा उसके नहीं कि भाई आप डालो ने चाय पी के भी shot मार लेता. It's like that crazy.
एक और चीज है, I think the weight of expectation on Virat Kohli and thing, they know they have to buckle down and thing, whereas India's already 134, 7, 8. These guys come together instead of taking the pressure, they're like, whatever runs we score is a bonus. They're not expecting us to score runs, so let's play freely. They play more
Mhm.
freely, if you see.
Expectation factor, yeah.
So that could be another thing. These are just the opinions. I'm not saying they're 100%.
बट बेस्ड ऑन योर पॉइंट ऑफ रिसेंटली में अगर अपन देख रहे हैं जडेजा अश्विन एंड अक्षर से काफी एक्सपेक्टेशंस बढ़ गए होंगे ना बिकॉज टॉप 6 और टॉप 4 और टॉप 5 आर नॉट परफॉर्मिंग तो मेरे हिसाब से नाउ दीस गाइस आल्सो नो कि
But you
भाई
can
हम लोग
still
को
get away with it, right? Like, so
एक्सपेक्टेशन
for example, if Ashwin does get out, right, he'll say,
yeah he
"Bhai,
won't no one's going to call him out as much
yeah,
as he will call out a
he'll say,
Pujara
"Bhai,
or a
ऊपर
Kohli
वालों को
but
देख लो पहले,
I
मेरे पे
think
क्यों
अभी
कर रहे हो?"
लास्ट 4-5 सीरीज में तो एनालाइज करे तो मे भी कहीं ना कहीं ना समझ गए कि भाई ये हम लोग को ही करना है
Yeah.
oh damn here we go again वाला जो
And
मीम
they're
होता
working on their batting first. They're practicing their batting. Akshar Patel is in
है
the nets. He's working on which shots to play. He's looking, he knows what situation is coming in. Ashwin, the same. And also, because they worked on their batting, one other advantage they are bowlers. So they also can read the bowler's mindset. So that's the thing. If you practice, you improve one side of your game, you already have the other side with you, so you know what the bowler is going to do. You can preempt, you can double guess the bowler. So that's another advantage that they have, because because they've worked on that. But this only comes from practice. You practice on your game, you try to look to improve, then it's going to help you. And this has been the case, whereas the top order is making mistakes. पहले उल्टा था, 3-4 साल पहले टॉप ऑर्डर मारती थी, लोअर ऑर्डर नहीं
बट
मारते
वही
थे.
है ना मुस्तफा लाइक अगर आप देखो न्यूजीलैंड के पहले टी20 में तो ना कोई खेले ही नहीं अपने विराट कोहली ने खेला पुजारा तो कब से के नहीं खेला को केएल का तो छोड़ो ही वाज ऑन वेकेशन व्हाई डिडंट प्रैक्टिस करे नहीं करे क्या है फिर वो डाउट हो रहा कि भाई ना करे क्या फिर 1-2 हफ्ते जो उनको फ्री मिला
No,
they could have
it's I'm not
again
saying
it's
they didn't practice.
again it's pitch wise I know I mean again it could be a
No,
pitch
it's not
wise
pitch
and
wise. They're just making mistakes, and they have this fear in them right now against the turn. They have these issues which are going on, and they're not in form. It's simple as that. You can't. They're just not good enough right now. That's what it is. It's more than anything else. Like, for example, today Virat Kohli was outstanding. I think he was the best batter.
he soaked in a lot of
But
pressure and
but
he took a lot of those yeah
but then you have to, if he was on that level of form that Akshar and Ashwin are in, then he would have converted this into a bigger score. But he's not on that type of thing. There's also pressure on him 100%. So that's what it is.
Yeah, 100% वो तो है and but yeah definitely he was expected to play and he did I think थोड़ा और अगर unfortunately वो LBW नहीं देता he would go on to score a 50 or a 70 80 easy इंग्लैंड अब टेस्ट में जॉस को मौका देना चाहिए यहाँ पे अभी हिसाब से जॉस की जगह भी नहीं बन रही है जो टीम में अभी डिस्ट्रक्टिव फोर्स है भाई अंशुल भाई
जगह है, मगर उसको अभी देंगे नहीं. जगह है ऊपर जैक क्रॉली की जगह में, मगर उसको
बेन अच्छा खेल रहा ब्रो
नहीं, जैक क्रॉली की जगह मैं बोल रहा हूँ, नॉट बेन डकेट.
बट विकेट like अच्छा जॉस बटलर doesn't keep in this
No, he'll just come as an opening batter. You can keep, but you don't need to
yeah
play. You can play, bro. You can play Bairstow, Butler, and Folks. You can do that. But I'm saying open with Butler. I'm not saying come in the middle order. He used to bat in the middle order in Test. I'm saying open with him instead of Zach Crawley. But I think there's two things. He has to earn his space, because he was failing miserably when he was there, under Joe Root's captaincy, whether that was in the West Indies or even against India in the first leg of the series when they were losing 2-1. Butler was struggling. So he has to, score in the county and everything come in. But I don't think Butler is looking at the red ball right now. His main aim is the One Day World Cup. After that, they'll probably decide. Because अगर कराना था तो उसको अभी लेके आ जाते थे आशीष के तैयारी में. I think that's what they would have done. If they really wanted to play him, they would have played him in Pakistan and they would have played him here and tested him out, because he suits baseball. Imagine Butler opening the innings and starting scoops. It'll work out. I know he's a middle order batsman in Test matches, but I think Stokes could play him as an opener. But I mean, it might be a bit too late for the Ashes if they want to. But who knows? बुर्क से कहा दो कुछ फॉर्म आईपीएल के लिए भी बचा ले. भाई क्या प्लेयर है यार. आईपीएल में परफॉर्म करता नहीं करता वो अलग बात है, मगर प्लेयर तो खतरनाक खरीदे हम लोग. जबरदस्त प्लेयर है.
नहीं आई थिंक करेगा परफॉर्म एंड आई थिंक जिस तरीके से उसका साल गया है 400 रन 450 रन पाकिस्तान में मारा. अब देखो आई थिंक अभी ऑलरेडी कुछ 150 तो इसमें मारा. आई थिंक फर्स्ट इनिंग्स में याद नहीं आ रहा कितना मारा, बट yeah he's just been phenomenal to watch and yeah कर सकता हूँ definitely. 89 मारा ना, तो already 130 runs here.
Sorry, I got it wrong. Butler didn't play in West Indies. Sam Billings was wicketkeeper in West Indies. So the series before that, whichever series it was, he was not performing in that series. He was completely out of form. He was miserable, and they had to drop him. So now he has to come back and score runs in the county, and then they'll pick him. But Ben Stokes, if he wants, he can just bring him in because he suits his style of cricket, his captaincy. So if he wants, he can bring him in. But Butler, again, he's captain of the white ball. There's a one-day World Cup coming. He's won the T20 World Cup.
There's a Bangladesh series also, no, next month. Like they're gonna play with Bangladesh, and there's like four,
It's
five,
an
three or
option,
four
but
guys.
also if you flip it, he's been backing Zach Crawley like anything. It worked out in Pakistan. So, like, again, he might not just drop him. Like, maybe Zach Crawley is his man, even in the Ashes. So, you never know what's going to happen. But yeah,
100%. But Ben Stokes is really changing things around in the world of cricket. Or will be, अब वो obviously there'll be a lot of questions and a lot of think India में करेगा नहीं करेगा Ashes में क्या करेगा. अगर हारते गए then it will be a very big problem for him. But I don't know
भाई
what the
उधर उतना देखना भी नहीं. आप देखो अभी क्या हुआ, अब तक क्या हुआ देखो. वो फ्यूचर हु द हेल नोज व्हाट्स गोना हैपन. अभी तक आप देखो क्या हुआ, राइट? अभी तक सक्सेस है या नहीं है, बस
है
वही बात.
सक्सेस है but
नहीं,
only in like रेड बॉल में है T20 में होगा बोल सकते but व्हाइट बॉल में
guys,
थोड़ा
guys,
ODI क्रिकेट में इतना नहीं.
they got smashed against Australia. Okay, they got smashed against West Indies. Against India, they were losing 2-1.
Yeah, so it's 2-1.
They were
Yeah.
going to get smashed. They were losing 2-1. Okay. And now what is happening? They won 8-9 tests on the trot. Like, it's a huge difference. It's a huge improvement. You have to look at it currently. अब अगर उन्हें इंडिया में करेंगे नहीं करेंगे वो बात की बात है. अभी देखो,
मैं पास की नहीं, मैं फ्यूचर में तो नहीं कूदूंगा बट मैं ये बोलूंगा कि वनडेज अगर आप देख रहे हो उतना नहीं चल रहा जितना टेस्ट में चल रहा होगा.
वनडे में बेन स्टोक्स थोड़ी कैप्टन है. आप टेस्ट क्रिकेट का, मैं टेस्ट क्रिकेट के बारे में बात करूं, ही इज रेवोल्यूशनाइज्ड द टेस्ट क्रिकेट गेम. Have you seen batting like this in test cricket? No, you have not, never seen. This is something new for all of us, bro. When they were chasing against India, Bairstow जो धन मार रहा था, I've never seen batting like that. They're chasing 300 comfortably. So, they've revolutionized Test cricket. They've changed the game. You have to accept that fact. I mean, you don't have to, but I am accepting that fact that
definitely it is a new era. Obviously, it takes time. Like we all say, कि change takes a time, and you to accept it and stuff. Commendable है भाई, क्योंकि मैं जो आज देखा न्यूजीलैंड का, मैं परेशान हो गया. I was like, what is this thing, man? Like 394 in a day, man. Like that is not possible. 600 in a day in Pakistan, that is not possible. And we've seen it, right?
He's changed Test cricket. अब आगे जाके it doesn't matter what's going to happen, but you have to back him because he's done things in the last 6 months that you've not done in years in Test cricket.
Exactly.
सब mindset ये भाई, ये मैच रूट की कैप्टनसी 368 टारगेट था, गए द बेन की कैप्टनसी में चेस हो गई भाई. वही है, like that's it. And उसमें it takes a lot of guts as well. It takes a lot of courage to play like this because अगर backfire हुआ तो सब चढ़ जाएंगे आप पे. तो
मेरे को वो है कि भाई एक दिन में कैसा हो रहा है भाई, ये लाइक एक दिन में 300 मारे, एक दिन में 350 मारे. 3 players are coming and just playing their heart out. अब दिल पे रख के आप हाथ, heart on your sleeve, जो भी बोलते हैं वो चीज को, लाइक आप मारते जा रहे एंड ऐसा नहीं मारे कि आप कुछ एजेस मारे. प्रॉपर क्रिकेटिंग शॉट्स, पीपल आर एंजॉयिंग इट. ऐसा लग रहा है कि एबिलिटी की भी बात है. एग्जैक्टली. एंड आई थिंक इट जस्ट लाइक ही टोल्ड the squad के take one day at a time, one session at a time, and just enjoy. Like मुझसे वाले हारे भी तो enjoy करो, जीते तो it'll be much better thing. But as long as you're enjoying and not in this, and also as a player अगर आप देखो इतना टेंशन नहीं है आपको कि भाई हमारा कैप्टन हमारे साथ है और मैं अपना फ्रीडम से खेल सकता हूँ. I don't have to go into this टेस्ट मोड. मेरे दिमाग में मैं टेस्ट मोड में नहीं चले जाऊंगा. मेरे को टुक खेलना है, मैं जैसा हूँ मैं वैसे ही खेलूंगा और मेरे को एक्सेप्ट कर रहे हैं. तो ये एक चीज होती है जिससे फर्क पड़ता है माइंडसेट पे.
और याद है कोई कमेंट करे थे कि ऐसा खेले तो रूट के 10,000 रन नहीं होंगे, राइट? डजंट केयर एनीमोर.
जाने को इंडिविजुअल एक्colades लाइक हो गया.
मैं तो ऐसे खेलूंगा, रिवर्स मार तो जाऊंगा और बड़ी बात है
जो चीज अश्विन और अक्षर पे अपन देख रहे हैं कि एक्सपेक्टेशन एस्पेक्ट नहीं है इन लोगों पे, इसलिए लाते फ्रीली खेल रहे, वो पूरी टीम को इन्हें दे दिया बेन स्टोक्स. सो आई वाज लाइक डैम, कैसे. और सब खड़े उठ रहे, हैरी ब्रूक, बेन फोक्स, ऑली रॉबिन्सन तक. तो commendable man, definitely.
Exactly. I think that wraps it up. Just your quick prediction for tomorrow, how you're seeing things, and who's in the driver's seat?
I feel the first session there'll be a very big partnership between Labuschagne and Travis Head. मेरे को लग रहा है ऑस्ट्रेलिया एक बहुत अच्छी टारगेट दे सकती है, एंड provided they continue with this mindset that they have Labuschagne also. I think after 3 sessions in India, he's understood how he has to play. He looked more like, bhai dimag khol ke khel raha hai, rather than a little bit more covered in the first test. So mere hisab se Travis Head and this guy, I think Travis Head has 100 on his cards if he continues his counter-attacking approach. India will be a little frustrated, and then I think like you will get a breakthrough. But I feel Australia will set a very good target for India.
Mhm. Let's see what happens tomorrow. I think anything above 200 will be a big challenge. Anything
Yeah.
under game is on either way, but 150 plus will be difficult to chase. Let's see what
अब
happens.
बच्चों का भी मैच है आज अपने.
Yeah, you will come live right after the game, so I will catch
India,
you.
England, maybe Smriti might play. Yeah, Smriti will play.
Yeah, Smithy versus Ecclestone. This is a massive game because I think whoever wins this will probably top the group. There's still another game after this to play. Like, and it looks like whoever wins this will top the group, and you'll get a good, uh, gauge of how these teams are doing, how they compare, because these are two stacked teams against each other. And yeah, I think if you want to find your feet in this tournament, this is the game. This is the game to prove yourself, and massive game, India versus England. So we'll get you the review after the game. I'm pumped up for it as always, and first I will catch you very soon. Like comment ले लेंगे, line पे attack होगा जैसे गैबा पे किया था, set मत होने दो, 4 मेजर बॉलर है. हाँ देखो, सेट ना होने दो, मगर उसमें भी देखो थोड़ा सा आपको लक भी रहना पड़ता, थोड़ा सा गैम्बल भी लेना पड़ता. उसमें अगर आपको याद है गैबा में उसको जो उठा के मारा पंत, उसमें भी स्टंपिंग चांसेस मिस करा टिम पेन, कॉर्ड बिहाइंड भी ड्रॉप करा उसका. तो यू नीड अ बिट ऑफ लक इन योर फेवर एज वेल व्हेन यू प्लेइंग अटैकिंग क्रिकेट. नहीं तो एक चांस दे दिया आप, ले लिया चांस, तो फिर खत्म है बात. If it hits so that's one thing you have to consider when attacking as well. Like you are going to give chances, you need a bit of luck on your side. So yeah. But yeah, that pretty much wraps it up, Fez. I will catch you soon, and take care. Enjoy the football, enjoy the India versus England women's game, and see you soon.
Soon, sir.